Welcome to 10.1 Triangle Basics. I'm your host, Miss Lambert, and before we get this ball rolling, we're going to pause to look at our joke of the day. What type of music are balloons most afraid of? Pop music. That was a good one. All right, here's the nice thing about... Okay, whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, all right, here's the nice thing about this lesson. It's really short and it's a lot of stuff that you already know. Some might call it, I don't know, pretty basic, but you know, that's some people. So, first thing that I think you are all aware of, all angles in a triangle add up to... That was me pausing like a Dora the Explorer moment so you could say it. So, I hope you said 180 degrees. So here's what I know, is that if I know all triangles always add to 180, which they do, I can, if I'm trying to find this missing guy over here, I can just do 180 minus the other two. And I type all that jazz into my calculator, and I get a lovely 46 degrees. How nice. Looking at part B, oh, this little box. Let's remember that represents a 90-degree angle, so I know that 180 minus 90 minus 60 gets me, lo and behold, a 30-degree angle. Great. This time we have to find the measure of angle A, so I'm just going to circle that right there. And this time, because I have x's thrown in, I don't necessarily know what this angle is off the top of my head. But this is where we can use our math knowledge to write an equation that's going to help us get there. What do we know at this point? I know that all triangles add up to 180 degrees. So I know that 180 is going to be that angle plus angle A. So 70 plus x plus 56 plus x plus 66. We're just going to go ahead and combine like terms as one does. There's an x, there's an x. I get a lovely 2x. And when I add these three numbers together, I get 192. And now it's just a quest, as you might say, to get x by itself. Subtract, and now we can divide by 2. And I get negative 6 as x. Now, the untrained eye is going to say, well, I solved for x, I am finished. But lo and behold, we are asked to find the measure of angle A, which means, what do I got to do? Plug it in. Negative 6 plus 66, which gets me a beautiful 60 degrees. Great. If you have any questions about this, feel free to look at some of our other subtopic videos, but for us, I think we are okay to move on. All right, let's talk about the triangle inequality conjecture. Basically, here's what you got. Three sides can only make a triangle if the sum of the two shortest sides is greater than the longest side. Okay. Normally what I do is I take a bunch of like expo markers and I stack them and say, okay, here's 5, here's 3, here's 2. Are they going to make a triangle? Basically, the reason this happens is just imagine if I got a length of 5 over here, and maybe then in a different color I have a length of 3, and in a different color I have a length of 2. You see, when I try to put those together, they just collapse on each other, right? Because they're two segments, they're equal to each other, they're the same length. As soon as I try and pop the 3 and the 2 out to the right to make a triangle, it's not going to connect because there's going to be an angle created right here that's going to prevent it from being able to touch both ends of the 5. And so what's going to happen here is, if we're just going to state whether the 3 numbers could be the measures of a triangle, well, I just need to see, hey, is the sum of the 2 shorter sides greater than the longest side? So here are my 2 shorter sides. I know 4 plus 10, that equals 14. Well, hey, 14 is greater than 12. So my answer is why, yes. Yes, they could make a triangle. What about part C over here? Here's my 2 shorter sides. 10 plus 6 equals 16. Is 16 greater than 17? No, that was another Dora the Explorer moment. 16 is in fact less than 17, which means the answer is no. Or what about part E? What if 9 plus 3, because those are my shorter sides, 12. Well, last time I checked, 12 is equal to 12. If they're equal, does it work? No, because like we talked about up here, they would just collapse on each other. So the answer is no. Let's do one more just for good measure. Part F. 4 plus 6 is 10. Oh, would you look at that? 10 is in fact greater than 9. So yes, they could make a triangle.